Pop icon Marianne Faithfull dies aged 78, cause of death and last words revealed. The world has lost a true legend. Marianne Faithfull, the British singer, actress, and counterculture icon, has passed away at the age of 78. Known for her ethereal beauty, rebellious spirit, and hauntingly raw voice, Faithfull's journey from 1960s folk star to rock and roll survivor remains one of the most extraordinary in music history. Faithfull's death was confirmed on January 31, 2025, by her representatives. According to close sources, she died at her London home from complications related to pneumonia. The beloved artist had battled numerous health issues in recent years, including severe lung damage following a COVID-19 infection in 2020. Faithfull's last words, spoken to a close friend before she passed, were said to be, "The music never dies, and neither do we. It just changes form." This article reflects on Faithfull's incredible career, struggles, and the indelible mark she left on the world of music and art. Early life and rise to stardom. Born on December 29, 1946, in Hampstead, London, Marianne Evelyn Gabriel Faithfull had a unique upbringing. Her father, Major Robert Glyn Faithfull, was a British Army officer and an academic, while her mother, Eva von Sacher-Masoch, had aristocratic Austrian roots. The influence of literature and classical music surrounded Faithfull from a young age, shaping her artistic sensibilities. Her journey into music began in 1964 at the age of 17, when she was discovered by Rolling Stones manager Andrew Loog Oldham at a party. Oldham introduced her to Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, who soon wrote her debut single, As Tears Go By. The song, a melancholic reflection on youth and loss, became an instant hit, marking the beginning of Faithfull's musical career. Her delicate voice, combined with an angelic yet mysterious presence, made her a sensation in the Swinging Sixties. Throughout the late 1960s, she released several folk pop albums, including Come My Way, 1965, and Love in a Mist, 1967, establishing herself as one of the most distinctive voices of the decade. The tumultuous love affair with Mick Jagger and the Dark Years. Faithfull's fame skyrocketed when she became romantically involved with Mick Jagger in 1966. Their relationship was the subject of endless tabloid speculation, and she was often seen as the ultimate rock muse, glamorous, intelligent, and rebellious. However, her time in the public eye was not without struggle. By the early 1970s, Faithfull's life spiraled into addiction, leading to a period of homelessness and self-destruction. She battled heroin addiction for over a decade, living on the streets of Soho and almost disappearing from the music world entirely. Her voice, once clear and sweet, became deep and raspy due to years of substance abuse and hardship. Many believed her career was over. The stunning comeback. A new Marianne Faithfull. In 1979, Faithfull shocked the world with a remarkable comeback. She released Broken English, an album that would redefine her career. The title track and songs like The Ballad of Lucy Jordan and Why Do Ya Do It showcased her new, husky voice, raw emotion, and a bold, punk-influenced sound. Broken English was a turning point, proving that Faithfull was more than just a rock and roll footnote. She was an artist with a voice full of pain, wisdom, and survival. The album received critical acclaim and remains one of the most celebrated works of her career. Throughout the 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s, Faithfull continued to reinvent herself, working with artists like Nick Cave, PJ Harvey, Damon Albarn, and Metallica. Her later albums, such as Before the Poison, 2004, and Negative Capability, 2018, were widely praised. Despite her personal struggles, she had an unstoppable artistic drive and a willingness to embrace her past while constantly evolving. Health struggles in final years. Faithfull's health had been in decline for many years. In 2020, she was hospitalized after contracting COVID-19, which left her with long-term lung complications. She openly spoke about her struggles with breathing and how it impacted her ability to sing. In her later years, she retired from live performances, but continued writing and recording music. In 2021, she released She Walks in Beauty, an album of spoken word poetry set to music, demonstrating her lifelong love of literature. By 2024, Faithfull had retreated further from public life, living in a quiet London residence. Friends and family described her as peaceful yet reflective, spending her days listening to music, reading, and reminiscing about her life. The final moments and last words. According to close sources, Faithfull was surrounded by loved ones in her final moments. She reportedly whispered her last words, which reflected her deep connection to music and existence itself. The music never dies, and neither do we. It just changes form. She passed away peacefully in her sleep at her home in London. Her cause of death was complications from pneumonia, which she had been battling for weeks. Her death sent shockwaves through the music world, with fans and fellow artists mourning the loss of one of the most influential and resilient figures in rock history. Tributes and reactions. Following the announcement of Faithfull's passing, tributes poured in from all corners of the music and entertainment industry. Mick Jagger. Marianne was a true artist and an unforgettable part of my life. I will miss her terribly. Keith Richards. She was the toughest, most brilliant woman I ever knew. A legend forever. Nick Cave. No one could tell a story like Marianne. She was poetry in motion, in voice, in life. Her music changed my life. Rest in peace, Queen. Fans gathered outside Abbey Road Studios and her favorite London cafes, leaving flowers, handwritten notes, and candles in her honor. A lasting legacy. Marianne Faithfull's legacy is one of survival, artistry, and reinvention. She was a woman who defied expectations, fought through darkness, and emerged stronger, wiser, and more powerful in her art. Her journey from a fresh-faced folk singer to a gritty rock icon serves as an inspiration to generations of musicians, artists, and women in the industry. Her funeral is expected to be a private ceremony, but there are reports that a star-studded tribute concert may be organized in her memory. As we say goodbye to Marianne Faithfull, we remember her not just as a singer, but as a poet, a survivor, and a woman who lived life fearlessly. Though she has left this world, her voice will never be silenced. Rest in peace, Marianne Faithfull, 1946-2025.